stuck.
Relax. We've got everything under control.
This is the dumbest design ever. Hello? She can't hear me. If I'm gonna do anything with this newspaper, I'm gonna recycle it. Citizen Brown. That's Doc, all right, but what the heck's going on here? It kinda creeps me out. Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall. It's already open.
What the hell?
Hey, could you give me a... Jennifer? Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Well, yeah, it's a DeLorean. What else would it be?
How the hell did it get into the billboard like that?
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay?
So who you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer. What are you doing down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
Oh man, what's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th.
The year!
1986. Duh.
Oh man, this can't be happening. Jennifer, you look so... different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
What are you wearing, Jen? You look so...
Fed up? Keen eye you got there.
I was gonna say punk.
A whole world alien to the likes of you, dork.
What'd you do to your hair?
Helter-skelter.
What?
It's the same hair dye I always use.
What's with the attitude?
I'm not having this argument again.
We've argued about this before? I'm guessing you won the argument. Never mind, I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And...
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
A tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Ugh. Jennifer, please, this is serious.
This tire thing really has some value to you, huh?
At the moment, yes.
Then it better be a pretty good trade.
All right, let me think this through.
Don't strain your brain, Geekzilla.
It's jammed. I don't think that would look good there. Like, I want to remind anyone that the new me couldn't get a date to prom. Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it? Give it here. Ugh, it smells like armpits and booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get this?
It's a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Heads up!
Thanks. Oh, great. Now what? Oops. Oh.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Hey, Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Doc, I could really use your help right about now.
Relax. We've got everything under control.
Well, at least one of the hover wheels work. Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think. I don't really feel qualified to repair a nuclear reactor. Maybe it's still under warranty. Well, I guess technically it's way under warranty. Subtle. Real subtle, Marty. Check. Sibilance.
Who is this? Stop messing with the intercom.
Oh, hi. Can you buzz me in?
Visitors must check in at the north gate.
Oh, North Gate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way. How the hell do you get through these? These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they? Oh, now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected. Oh, now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cable. Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but... that's not good. Man, this is the second time I've completely destroyed Doc's time machine. I just shouldn't be allowed to drive it anymore. Hi, listen, I'm not a visitor. Can you let me in?
Why don't you just use your clicker?
Clicker? Yeah, mine's broken.
Broken clicker? Okay, just head around to the north gate to exchange it for a working one.
North Gate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way. "12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? Must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice. Let's see here. Red to positive, black to negative. Whoa! Far out. Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time. Okay, Marty. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate hill valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc. It's so clean.
Good morning, citizen.
Good morning to you too, citizen.
What's going on here, Doc? Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Watch where you're going, citizen.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
Yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9 EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up, spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still. Nothing. What's your deal today, McFly?
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
Heavy. Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband,
Contraband?
you know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum
peanuts.
is illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse.
Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop. just like my pa.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No,
No what?
no, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter. You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California. Though the courthouse holds the seat of the local government, it also has been used as a shelter during the recovery period following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Most of Hill Valley's community is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128 offices in the new flanking wings, and a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely, and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade.
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing, I'm just standing here.
Loitering, huh?
What is this?
It's a demerit. No loitering. So get a move on, citizen.
You gotta be kidding.
The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885, with the motion first started at 8 p.m. on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass. That's First Citizen Brown, pondering how to make your future better.
Having fun, kid?
That? Who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
Attention citizens, please stay off the lawns and refrain from touching specimens in the city gardens. Remember, land has dignity too.
First Citizen Brown, the mindhead of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today.
Citizen Plus.
Look around yourself, breathe in the fresh air, enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world, Hill Valley, a perfect place to live. Let's take a moment to look up at the city's centerpiece, the courthouse, with its ornate clock tower. Look closely. Do you see a silhouette behind the clock? That's our beloved first citizen, Emmett L. Brown, toiling away on new ideas to make Hill Valley the city of tomorrow, today.
Attention citizens, please report any and all information regarding the accident involving a collision
All Citizens Bank. I don't like the overuse of the word citizen in this timeline. Stemley's Staycations. The heck is a staycation? Citizen Reading Room. I guess there's one in every town. E. Brown, that's hopeful. E. Brown Industries.
E. Brown Industries, established in 1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today. Whether it is electric cars running off the city power grid or motion-sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the ways cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city. All these amazing advancements are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization. E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city.
Attention citizens. After receiving petitions to increase the selection of meat-based foods available in the downtown health food stand, we are pleased to announce the addition of liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs. A treat for the whole family.
The Comformist. Hairstylists always have such clever names, just like coffee shops. Ministry of Tourism. I can't see why people would want a vacation here.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
that voice sounds familiar. Biff? Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to you.
Attention citizens. We would like to remind everyone that the limit was on height in 3.
Hill Valley Courthouse? How may I...
Look, I really need to see Citizen Brown. It's an emergency.
Are you on fire?
Of course not.
Are you bleeding profusely on the pavement?
No, but it's a...
Then it's no emergency that couldn't wait for a scheduled appointment. Good day.
Hey, can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly.
Leech?
Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand.
What sign?
Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's.
Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points. Hill Valley is the country's first fully incorporated gated city. In 1966, Hill Valley petitioned for a special regional exemption from state legislation. Using a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we are the safest and most self-sustaining city in the United States.
Attention, citizens. Please stay off the lawn and refrain from touching specimens in the city garden.
Bureau of Discipline. That just makes me think about high school. Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ah, Doc! That should be his new nickname! But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
You got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy, but unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
I don't see why that would make you a special case.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble, what with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. Pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus I?
I want to know more about Citizen Plus.
And I just can't wait to tell you all about it. Did I mention the swell digital watch you get with the program?
What do you got to do to be a Citizen Plus?
It starts with an application. They take a complete medical evaluation and give you a stack of contracts to fill out.
It sounds boring already.
But then you get an appointment with Citizen Brown in about 2 years.
2 years?
He's very busy keeping Hill Valley running. The only time he deviates from his schedule is when some Looney Tune is running around racking up demerits. Fortunately, that almost never happens.
You said you get some sort of watch.
Oh, it's a real classy deal. Just look at this state-of-the-art ticker. It's got all sorts of special modes programmed in. I still haven't figured out how to set the time, but I'm sure a smart guy like you could do it no problem.
So what's the point of Citizen Plus?
Well, it may not be as noticeable for an upstanding citizen like yourself, but the hypnotherapy sessions help to tame the urges to break the rules.
Whoa, hypnotherapy?
Well, sure, Martin. Why, it makes obedience automatic.
Obedience? This is some kind of brainwashing?
That's a good way to think about it. Scrubbing all those nasty thoughts right out of your noggin.
It's voluntary, right?
Sure, for the pilot program, but eventually it'll be mandatory for everybody.
Mandatory? Are you nuts?
Nah, I used to be nuts. But now, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, I'm probably the sanest guy in Hill Valley.
Okay, let's stop talking about Citizen Plus right now.
Okay.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past. But, alright, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that. But yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley?
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch 'em sooner or later.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
So there's no dogs in Hill Valley anymore?
Yep. Citizen Edna says they carry diseases and steal shoes.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley?
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch 'em sooner or later.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
You seriously got in trouble for PDAs?
You bet. The Browns always say that behaviors that excite your privates should be kept in private. Or maybe it's just Citizen Edna who says that.
Let's change the subject.
Thanks. I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone's wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Great. So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought, blah.
You used to be a real bruiser.
That's all behind me now.
So what? You wouldn't even defend yourself?
I don't know if I could, actually.
Wuss.
Oh, you're just aching to find out, though. Don't torment me.
I could get used to this.
Please, Martin, don't make me angry.
All right, Biff. You're off the hook this time. See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
What's Jen up to now?
Attention citizens. After receiving petitions to increase the selection of meat-based foods available in the downtown mental health.
Leave the statue alone.
All right. It says to keep this printout for my records. I'm all for recycling, but this is... Leech and the Whoosh bags. Never heard of them.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Smooth jazz. I couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline. That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar. I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked. Jennifer! Jen!
You got a problem?
Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
Did you get a load of Biff tanning back there? He's so...
Calm.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me, unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
You?
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
Do you know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
This law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest! That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not, and say we did.
On second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular. Among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
What's the deal, Jennifer? You left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
Look, I don't know what you got against me in this time, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Oh, barf?
You act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
You going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
You going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy. That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here.
Look out, son!
Mom? Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Pah! Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right. What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Attention, citizens. Citizen Brown encourages all citizens to set their watches.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I'd say. Sure. Never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits, am I right?
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because... a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, what for? Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs. Citizen Brown. I'm sorry, Mrs. Citizen Brown. It's just a thing. I worked so hard to get that title.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work. Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Interesting. What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Dad, you are way off here. Mom isn't a...
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality, but...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, Just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
It's about Mom. How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing. Something on your mind?
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a...
As a what?
A nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop.
to...
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time, recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that... that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys, sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-O-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it. Something on your mind?
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals, and of course to use the facilities.
You're supposed to be, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley. Something on your mind?
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.